Alright guys, so I thought I'd give a quick tutorial on how to shape text and do some blending options. So real brief, real quick, I don't do fluff. So first and foremost, I already took the background out of this. I added a layer here so that I could just see the text as I'm working with it a little bit better. But the way we start is down here in Photopea. You have these ellipse rectangle things, and that's not to be confused with the other shaping devices that's somewhere else on here. But down here you want to pick, and you want to make sure you're on ellipse if you want it to be curved. This is defaulted normally to like the black, but you don't want to have it. You want it to be no fill, and you want to change this to path. That's what they say anyways. I like to keep it on shape. Anyways, so I want it to kind of form to this shape here on the curve at the top of this sticker-like design. A lot of people will start and drag down here. You don't want to do that. You want to be off a little bit to the side at around the same height. Then you pull over and pull down. And then when it's done, you can move it over like so. And then if you need to, you can tweak it a little bit to get the exact figure and size that you need. Yeah, I didn't do a great job on shaping it. I apologize. This is kind of rough, but here we go. Alright, I think that's almost it. Close enough. It's a little off there, but we'll call that it. Okay, so the way that this works is after you have that, you'll want to click on the T for text, or just type T. You want to have this centered for text center. Change the color wherever you want, right? But once you've done that, you click on here. And then it's whatever you want to type, which I am who I am. Moses in the burning bush. You'll notice this red, right, symbolize like the blood dropping. But anyways, the problem with it is it's hard to see here, right? But this is what blending options are for. You just double click on that, right click, or two finger depending on what you're on. Then we have this drop shadow here. So first make sure you click on drop shadow, and then you'll notice the drop shadow was added. Then pay attention to like the opacity, the distance, how close or far the shadow is. I like to keep it a little close, but not too close. The size, you can make it bigger, but then it's harder to see, but you make it smaller and it's darker, right? So you want it to be pretty small. The cool part is you can have a drop shadow for the drop shadow, and then another drop shadow for the drop shadow. So you see now it kind of stands out against that background a little bit. Cool part too is we also have this inner glow, which you can do to further make it stand out. Click on that, and then you have this opacity here that you can mess with as well as you need to. I just like to kind of keep that at default. And then with that, you also have inner shadow if you want it. Kind of looks like trash, so I'm not going to use it. But then you click OK. Now you'll notice this is supposed to be centered, but it's a little off, right? Down here, you'll see this right here. If you click on this path select tool, make sure it's on the first one. You have two things down here you can select. You pull one, oh, wrong side, wrong way, and it'll pull it up to here. And you want to, if you're inside, you'll notice the text flips in. If you're outside, it flips outside. You'll want that there. And there's another X that's right down here. You'll move that over. Oops. You'll move that X over to this side. And then boom, now it's centered. It's centered because we have that, and it's perfectly centered. Don't ask me what they're called. I don't know. Then if you want, you can move this up a little bit, depending on how you want it, right? And that's how you work with text. You can do the same thing. It's pretty cool because you also have this line here. So if you want it to, you could just like draw a line at whatever angle, and then like go here with the text tool, click on it, and whatever you want to type, right? Yeah, and it will wrap around like that. And there's some other cool tricks you can do with it. Like I said, this is real quick, real brief. There's a lot more you can do. If you guys get stuck, have questions, just let me know. Happy to answer them for you. But yeah, thanks.